Glow. I'm writer-director Brick Couch, and I'm here today to talk to you about my first feature-length movie, Eyes of Eve. So Eyes of Eve is a psychological sci-fi thriller. It basically came to be just thinking about psychological thrillers that I've watched growing up. I honestly would call the movie a cross between The Terminator and Silence of the Lambs, almost. I was always really intrigued by time travel and those sort of movies, Back to the Future, like I just mentioned, The Terminator, all these movies where the protagonist was always having to travel back or forward into time. And I always thought it'd be cool to mix in that aspect with something like horror or, thriller-esque genre. And I think basically the movie's about a time-traveling serial killer, which I think to me sounded pretty cool. So once I got the idea, it's basically just let's start writing the script. It's definitely a new take on the sci-fi genre, adding in aspects of the genre of psychological thriller and horror, and it's definitely an original story to be told here. And when it gets developed and put on the screen, it's definitely going to be something different and a new take on the sci-fi and psychological thriller genre, for sure. So I'm making this film with a buddy of mine that I met in film school, Taylor Butcher, who's been the director of photography for me for several of previous films, such as The Bled and our most recent film, Stream, which is now an official selection winner at the Brooklyn Sci-Fi Film Festival, which is pretty cool. We always clicked when we met in film school, and he's always been passionate about things that I've written and wanted to make. So it's been cool ever since I got this idea of mixing these two genres and what the narrative was and what I was going to put down on paper. I think I really just wrote a good 10-page beginning act, not even the first act of the screenplay, and he loved it so much. He told me, let's make this film together. I'll be there to help invest and help make it in any way we can. So me and him are now basically putting this film together and pushing it forward as a team. Basically, we need money from investors to help us pay a professional crew this time around. We want to make this a professional, well-made project and not just another film project that we've done in the past. And to do that, we need investors and we need help for the executive producers. And the amount of money we're asking is not a ton, but it definitely will help us put our vision out there and professionally made the way that we want to do it this time. We're not having to rush it. We're not having to use student actors or friends as our crew and cast. We actually have professional crew and professional actors. We've already cast one, Eason Campbell, which we shot a screen test with him recently, that you guys can check out. And he's our main protagonist in the film. So we want to cast the rest of the film with professional actors and also with a professional crew, and we need your help to do that. Thanks for hearing us out, and for updates, just follow us at Instagram at Dimension7 Media, or check out all of our other videos at vimeo.com/Dimension7 Media. And here's our proof of concept for the first feature-length film, Eyes of Eve. We need you to track this man down and bring him back to our time for prosecution.
I'm a crime scene investigator. I usually show up after the victims are killed.
We think someone with your expertise could be useful in capturing this man.
How do I travel back?
It's simple. You walk through the archway. Do you believe in evil, Inspector Waters?
I used to think that evil was created by cruelty or neglect, but I've come to discover that evil is born everywhere, through time.